Hello, good afternoon. Today we have one of those rare properties that is habitable, hard to find these days. We've also got an excellent location. We have there a post office, a cafe that's popular enough, and it's a little village but it's growing in popularity sufficiently for them to have extended the cafe. We've got a post office, a cash machine, little local supermarket, and it's basically a crossroads through from Anchiao to Alviadre. It's not far from the M110. Location wise, you're very close to the main road between Coimbra and Coimbra.
Well, I mean, Chão de Couce has always been a very popular town, really. It's very, very pretty. It's got a couple of vibrant bars if nighttime is your thing. You can actually eat there as well. Avalar is not far away. Although you're quite close to the M110 and the A13, you wouldn't know it at all, would you?
No, not at all. Here we have the walled pretty little garden. The fact that you've got your French doors with an enclosed little balcony there, just to let the light in and the air in. We've got established plants and it's all fenced. This is a fruit tree. They don't use this front door. Now, you could do, or you just use this as part of your garden. I don't know why they don't use this front door. We always go in through the back door.
Probably because they park their car just at the side here.
To the side here, the boundary of the property essentially continues along the side here.
Yeah.
But it's a track that only leads to other people's land. It's very rarely used. The owners always park here and then just go through the back door. So basically, you'd probably do the same.
Yeah, or make a little parking area further down. That track will be public, so you can just drive down that and make a little parking area at the rear of the property. You could, of course, park at the front there if you wanted to. Yeah.
Anyway, you've got options.
Yeah, you've got options.
Always options. So here, entering into the property, you can see. Yes, come back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So we've got the stairs there. Now, the stairs leading to the second floor. At the moment, there isn't an internal staircase. Upstairs is the bathroom and two good-sized bedrooms. There are obviously two options. You could actually just come out and enclose that staircase, or you could leave the property as two self-contained units.
Yeah, of course, you would need a project to do that, but I can't imagine that being denied.
No, it's already got the footprint, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
The building then that we have to the left of the stairs is basically what we call a shed. It's the older Dega, isn't it? And then...
But it is registered.
It's registered, so it could be... Well, everyone needs a storage area.
Yeah.
Now we've got a lady picking the grapes, which is a good thing to show. One thing that you have missed, but we can do it on the way back up. We'll just keep going. I'm walking along. Oh, hang on. If I overtake Paul, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. I'm walking along the boundary. Now, as you can see, it's a camino. It's a passageway.
Yeah, I'm walking on a public access track.
Yeah, that's just Portugal. Everyone's got public access to the land. The only people that are going to come down here are the people that tend that land and the people that tend the land at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's a few times a year that people come down,
Are you able to get in the views? Because once you've got down...
Oh, we've got the views in.
You need to stop walking now, Paul, I think, and turn around.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to say that you can see these three olive trees just in the centre of the shot. Well, the third olive tree is the end of the land.
Okay.
So we don't actually need to go all the way down.
Right, in fairness, I didn't realise that you've got a strip here that we're stood in, that if you wanted to keep your grapes, you've still got an area for vegetables if you wanted it, which is perfectly big enough.
Yeah, so that's the view there, straight up the land. You can see all the vines. The owner reliably tells me that it did actually make pretty good wine. Now, they haven't been looked after for the last couple of years. I mean, she lives in Lisbon, but she does say that it is good stock. So if you wanted to take up winemaking, or maybe you're a winemaker already, you do have that choice.
He's picking the grapes at the moment. If you did join the current external staircase and build it into an internal staircase, then you could actually put a roof terrace on that, which would take in the views that we've just been looking at. And I mean, if you turn around now, Paul, just to get it and just to think, it's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll show them from the top of the stairs when we get up there.
Of course, so that would actually be a nice feature, wouldn't it? I hadn't thought about it before. I need to get fitted. The slightest hill feels like a mountain at the moment. We've of course got olives, fruit tree. There's a couple of fruit trees on here. The one thing, that's what I said, you'd we hadn't noticed is that to the left of that olive tree is the fossa, which is the septic tank.
Yes, but there is, sewage in the road.
Yeah, so now if you wanted to, you could connect to major sewage and you wouldn't need to use a septic tank. I mean, with a really good clean, considering the house hasn't been used for many years, you could actually use it as a water storage for the garden.
Ew, I'm not sure I'd want to do that.
Yeah, well, to be honest, realistically, jet wash, unused fossa.
No.
No?
Not for
I'm
me.
not talking about drinking water.
No, I know.
Maybe let's just come through round here and show the building and go and have a little look at the building.
So here, this is the little adega that we were into. I mean, that was obviously the old wine tank. So this is where they'd have brewed
the
wine. Yeah.
You've got the tank there, and then let's move here. So this is the area that you can enclose or just leave open. Your call. And this is it's the back door, but generally, as is often the case in homes, it's the back door that's used as the front door.
Well, you know how I like to go left, so I'm going to go left.
You're going straight into the bathroom?
I'm going straight into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Without further ado.
Got particularly funky tiles in this one. Nice fetching green and brown design. However, I know, Stan, obviously, most of the time, that door would be shut and you wouldn't have your bathroom. Now, this is one of the cutest kitchens I've seen. Although I remember it being blue, but it's definitely green. Oh my God, that rhymed. So we've got, if I shut this door, there we go. There was wind coming in. Obviously, the kitchen is smaller than most people consider a kitchen. And again, I'm going to shut this door because we're not seeing the true potential of the property. I think maybe if you turn round and then you keep your bathroom where it is, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Your bathroom there.
Yeah.
And Paul and I, as ever, are just in discussing what we'd do and what we wouldn't do with the property.
Would you open that door for me?
Okay. I've just shut it.
I know, but we've seen this room now. We can move on.
I was focused, but I am now. He's doing something completely different. Go for it.
No, but I mean, if we see the whole of the space first, that's what I'm trying to do here.
See.
All of the available space in this area. So if you wanted to reconfigure it, you've got options. You can remove parts of the wall where you were just standing and create that L-shaped kitchen diner that was your preferred option. Yeah. And my preferred option was just to knock that wall out into the bedroom and make a bigger kitchen there.
Yeah, you could just open the whole thing to a square, or this wall comes to about here, and you just open that area and turn this into an L shape, because you've already got your water and your plumbing against that wall under the window, as is traditional for the kitchen sink. You could make nice storage area there, and then you put all your cooking units along this side here and a table.
Yeah. I mean, either way is perfectly viable, isn't
Absolutely.
it?
Okay. And then we've got an archway that goes through into a fairly good sized lounge, which has those lovely doors looking out to the front porchway on the right hand side. It's not a porch, it's to the front courtyard, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's got a veranda and a courtyard, doesn't it?
Now again, one of those classic, everything's painted brown. Okay.
Yeah, steals my light.
Brown carpet, brown furniture. I've got a white ceiling, but we've got brown walls, and then they go into more brown doors. Obviously, if all of this was white, it would be a complete game changer. Yeah. And if this door here, I mean, if you weren't going to use it, you just turn that into a glass door or window. Yeah. And then suddenly it would flood, wouldn't it? Yeah. And then, as Paul will show you now, we've got 2 bedrooms. The one he's walking into has a particularly nice angle on the right-hand wall, which always amuses me.
Oh yeah, I hadn't actually spotted that.
I don't know what came first, the slightly wonky bed or the slightly wonky wall.
The chicken.
But either way, it's been stood there for quite some time. And again, you've got options here. You can knock it all through. You could knock the bedrooms through.
Slightly spooky doll.
Freaky doll, yeah. She was a scout, I think, actually.
Well, she does look like a scout.
Yeah. And back into the joining bedroom. The obvious thing, but you could just knock through the wall between the two and you'd have then a good sized double and there's plenty of space for a double wardrobe at the other end. You'd have loads of light because the windows are actually next to each other, just a drawers underneath. Nice big bedroom.
Yeah, they're actually functional size as is, but yeah, if you wanted a more luxurious and modern sized bedroom, then that's very easily achieved.
And of course, if your kitchen or your dining area was in here and you didn't have an enormous sideboard and dining table for 6 in here, then obviously the sofa and chairs and everything for this to be a lounge and TV room is perfectly viable. At just the moment, it's full of quite a lot of furniture. Essentially covered the downstairs of the property, do you think?
I think we have, yeah.
Okay. If this was glass, again, game changer.
Lighter again.
The window behind Paul, he doesn't need to turn around and see, but it's frosted glass.
Yeah, and in the kitchen.
As is the kitchen, so all of them, they're not giving as much light as they could. And that blind's half shut. We've got marble steps that I'm coming down.
And it's not a bright day, it's still not black, gloomy.
Look at the skillet, it has been absolutely boiling. Look at the sky, clouds. But we're going to go up the stairs, pause then and then show you the view down the garden and probably start explaining his ideas for what you can and can't do up here.
Yeah, well, if you did, as you suggested earlier, Sarah.
Yeah, look, I mean, there's a roof underneath us. It's the roof of the Adega.
Yeah.
It just happens to be not flat. But actually, if that just came up 20 centimetres...
I'm not sure if you'd have to remodel the bottom of the stairs because it's kind of on the limit of the property. But it's certainly doable, if you understand what I mean. Trust me, darling, trust me.
Famous last word. So, I'm going to let Paul just go with this one.
Okay, well, yeah, it's a bathroom with a shower. It's got the normal toilet, bidet, and wash basin. It's modern, it's functional.
Upstairs was built later, so we have more modern windows, more modern doors. I have to double check.
And we have a perfectly adequate double bedroom right here. I'm having to squeeze down the side of the bed, admittedly, but it is perfectly functional as a double bedroom.
Yeah, and you've got is it double glazing behind you? It looks like double glazing.
It is, and it is double glazing, yeah.
Again, if you put a glass door in. If you were watching what I was watching, you'd laugh.
When I'm cleaning windows.
And here we have the other bedroom. In fairness, if you put a double bed in there, it would have to just come this way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or move those wardrobes. Yeah, but that's the only other option, isn't it?
I mean, actually, I can tell by the light this was the kids' bedroom.
Yeah, it was a kids' bedroom, yeah.
So, again...
Yeah, Coco the clown. Ooh. I don't know if you can actually see that, but Coco the clown gives it away.
Slant against something that moved. So, here, yes again, options. Do you keep it as a separate accommodation? Do you put stairs in from upstairs? This would make, but actually just put these two rooms together, one big master bedroom, ensuite.
Yeah.
Stairs coming straight up into it, ensuite master bedroom, upstairs.
Yeah, if you're keeping it as the family home configuration, filling in those stairs, then I'm 100% with that. Yeah. One big luxury master bedroom. Yeah. But you could, alternatively, leave the configuration of the stairs as it is and just make them access to a self-contained apartment. Yeah. Because this room here could very, very easily be a kitchen. Yeah. It's perfectly big enough, and then you've got a one-bedroom flat or apartment.
Absolutely. So, as always, there's options.
Options abound.
Options abound. Where do we fit? I mean, the views are really nice. We didn't really show you the configuration of the back of the property. Paint it white. It could be a lot prettier than it is. Really good price. Please do like and subscribe.